What is going on, guys? My name is Fernando Herrera, and today I'm going to be giving you a tour of our facility on how we dropship tires for other dropshippers. So again, many of you have seen my videos of how I dropship tires, pretty much buy tires from some other warehouse. They tag them, label them, and ship them to my customer without me ever touching a single tire. Well, in this video, it's gonna be a little bit different because today I'm explaining how I am the drop shipper and how I label tires, or my team labels tires and gives them to FedEx, and then FedEx ships them out to customers from our customers. So for example, I'm gonna name a few of the companies we do business with. For example, Tires Easy, Simple Tire, and Tire Agent, and of course, the TireDealer.com, which is my company, by the way. But anyways, all these companies normally check our inventory feed. We send it, automatically every hour, every day, depending on how fast and how frequent they want it. And then they get to determine, a price between all the warehouses feeds they're getting. They determine what's the lowest price plus the shipping. And then once we win, let's put it, it's like an auction. Everybody's auctioning or bidding to get that sale, and whoever comes at the lowest bid gets the order. And that's when we will, I'll be showing you guys here shortly a portal that all these tire suppliers have independently. They all have their separate portal. But as I was saying, each customer has their own portal where we download the labels, we confirm if we still have those tires, and then we print the labels, tape them, provide them, get them ready for FedEx to pick them up. And that's it. It's really simple. As a wholesaler, I really like this type of transaction because normally when other tire shops buy tires from us in a wholesale level, we have to take in the order via phone call or via website. We have to prepare it for a route. We have to deliver it. We need a van. We need to do all these other things. And with these types of customers, all we have to do is have a printer, tape it, put it outside, and FedEx comes, picks it up. And sometimes we make even more money than what we make with other customers locally. So I really like the low overhead, let's put it that way, that this type of transaction involves. Returns are a bit of an issue, but most of the time they're really smooth because the process is we get notified there's going to be a return, we get the tires back, we just make sure they're good, we put them back in our inventory, and it's no harm, no foul. But again, before we continue, guys, and before I take you guys on the tour, be sure to smash that like button if you really like this sort of content. Also, be sure to subscribe if you like these sorts of videos. Definitely have a whole bunch more material to share with you guys about how to drop ship tires if you're a warehouse that has over 1,000 tires in a facility, or if you just want to take advantage of all these thousands of warehouses that are willing to share their feeds. And again, I've been having a lot of people reach out to me because they either want to build a website to drop ship tires or because they want to buy tires. So whatever the case might be, if you're interested into getting into this industry, be sure to reach out to me via my email, which is in the description box. Again, I will not be sharing my email in the comment section because there's always these sort of spamming robots that will pretend they're me, and then they could give you potentially a fake email. So the best way to keep everyone safe is just to simply obtain my email from the description box. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. Now, the first thing I do want to show you guys is the portal. So for example, we have a portal where we get all the emails from all of our drop shippers. Normally drop shippers will send notifications such as this one from Tire Agent. They will say, hey, this is the order number, shipment number, and but then we have Priority Tires, we have Simple Tires. So all these other companies, they all have their own portal, but we like to have a centralized place where we get all the emails specifically for drop shipping. As you guys can see right here, it says drop shipping right here at the top, so that we could keep everything nice and organized and clean and try to fulfill it as soon as possible. So now, for example, here guys, I'm in a Tires Easy supplier portal, and I'm gonna move this like this. Yeah, perfect. So I'm in Tires Easy supplier portal. I just got an order that they want to buy 2 tires from us, 215/60/16 Arroyo. So they're pretty much in this supplier portal. You can see that the PO number, the brand, the SKU, the price they're willing to pay, or the price that we sent that we're willing to pay. And so the first thing we do right here is obviously check that we have these tires. So I go ahead and copy the part number. I go to our point of sale, which I'm currently using Tire Guru. But again, if you're looking for a point of sale system, I will be launching my own point of sale system called TireBase. Be sure to check that out in a few months. We'll be launching fairly soon. But anyways, here you guys can see that it's $58. I'm gonna be sharing some costs here, guys, so you guys can see the interesting aspect of this. But for example, for me, our cost is around $52, so I'm only making about $6. But keep in mind that wholesale, it's really about the volume. So I rather just get these tires out of my warehouse, make $6, you know, which is roughly 11%, which is a really good markup for wholesale, and get it out of the way. So in this case, I confirmed that we do have some in stock. I have over, you know, 28 and 51 in my other warehouse. So we're gonna go ahead and select this. We're gonna go ahead and print orders and labels. So now I'm gonna blur anything that's confidential or probably that relates to customers, such as address. But this is where I get the label, and you know, I get 2 labels and pretty much a summary, right? Picking list or shipping package list or whatever. So now I'm gonna go ahead and print this, and then we're gonna go out to my warehouse, find these tires, tag them, and then set them aside for FedEx to pick them up. Thank you, sir. I'm recording everything. Okay, so now you guys can see here, this is, we have a whole bunch of files up there and junk that we don't use. I know, not very efficient way to use warehouse spacing. But this is where we have probably over 5,000 tires. They look all very unorganized, but there's little hidden hallways. And there's Marcelo.
Hi.
And so we got some good space here. So now our challenge here is to find the 215/60/16, okay? Later I found out that those tires were right there. So I can see by the labels, here are the Arroyos. And let's see here, 225/65. And again, normally the guys here at the warehouse are really good at finding tires. So if I'm not at the warehouse right now, so I really don't know what most of the stock is. But these guys normally are the ones that fulfill these labels, you know. So don't think that, you know, if not, I'm gonna take you for like a million years. Ideally, we want bins, but since we don't have sprinklers on top, the city won't allow us to put bins. So technically, we shouldn't have those tires there. But, you know, we gotta make all these tires fit somehow. And so that's temporary, okay? If you're watching this video and you're like a city official, that's just temporary. So we're gonna remove that like immediately. But let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and try to find these tires real quick. There should be 28 of them, so it shouldn't be that hard to find. But man, you guys can see how having a smooth warehouse, you know, inventory here should, you know, it really saves you time, saves time for your staff and everything. So I'm gonna have to ask Marcelo, see where those tires are at. Give me a second, guys. Okay, so after checking, they were right in front of us. So I feel like a fool now. But anyways, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some of this wrap. We're gonna tape it around the tire, like you guys can see with these tires over here. And normally we place our FedEx tires right there, but somebody already picked them up, so we'll see. Let's start. So now in this part of the video, I'm gonna be doing just a quick voiceover of how to actually wrap these tires. I mean, if you're a visual learner, you'll see right now, but I'm gonna explain briefly what you want to do. So you'll grab the label, you'll put the film, you know, and you'll kind of wrap it until the full label is covered from all sides. You know, you don't want to leave any angles open, because sometimes the labels will fall off and then customers will get their tires later or delayed. And so you want to make sure everything is nice and tight. And again, normally don't be wasteful as well. I as you guys can see, within 3 or 4 of these, it should be more than enough to just cover the full label. Now I must say, guys, this is much more affordable than tape. When I just got here, we had another warehouse in Vegas, and they used to use tape, like shipping tape, for these labels, and they would wrap it around with shipping tape, and that would cost us like $200, $300 worth of tape every week. And I was like, there's no way we gotta keep buying shipping tape. So this, it's actually a very affordable way. I think each roll is like maybe $9. I'll try to link a Amazon link below. But yeah, we could use one of these for like probably hundreds of tires. And then some other companies use just like labels that you could just stick on the tire. That could be also a more affordable option, but I like this option because it's just easy and simple to do. So now what's next is we just get these tires out, and we like to place them right here because FedEx picks them up every week, every day I mean. And so once they see tires right here, they'll just take them, and then this is where we receive most of our inventory. Farm tires, OTR tires, mixed service tires, all sorts of things. But yeah, this is a little tour of how our warehouse looks like. These are our returns, so that's why we'll see them right there. And I noticed that we have 2 more returns right there as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and head back to the office now. So as you guys see, it's a fairly simple process. The bigger the inventory, the more inventory you got, not necessarily means the more orders you can get. You can get very creative in this because what I used to do, and I'm gonna set this right here. Because what I used to do was I would buy, so I would let's say I have my inventory right now, and I would notice what these companies are buying from me. And oftentimes, like for example, these Arroyo we just sold, if I could still buy more of these Arroyos and I could start selling them in bulk, then you know it's good business for me, right? Because I'm making $6 per tire that I'm selling. Like those 2 tires I just sold, you know, made $12 in profit, and it requires little to no overhead, just you know warehouse expense and all that stuff. But long story short, it's much less overhead than you know shipping and having to invest in a van and pay a driver and do all that stuff. So what I would find is find opportunities where I could buy more of these tires, try to identify the trends, and once I'm selling out of them, then I can go ahead and buy more so that I'm always maximizing orders. Sometimes we get, you know, anywhere between 10 to 20, but the most we've gotten in one day is to sell, I think, like roughly 65 tires in one single day coming out from our warehouse, all from FedEx. You know, FedEx, I believe, couldn't even pick them all up. They had to send like a specific truck to just load everything up. So, I mean, the goal here is to eventually increase that type of sell, you know, but I've been just so caught up with the other stuff, you know, in terms of our own dropshipping business that I haven't had the time to really polish through this specific warehouse. But every company, like for example, Simple Tire, Tires Easy, Priority Tires, they all, if you request them, they all can send you a like a competition or a comparison sheet where they tell you kind of like the price that you're giving them, and then the price of where the lowest price around the market is. And so it gives you a good idea of, am I being competitive? Am I giving them a good price? And you know, kind of helps you move volume. Now, also another thing that's good, which you know some of these dropshippers don't like. I personally don't like it as well as being a dropshipper, you know, company. But it is, as a wholesale side, it is a good way to move your slow moving inventory. So inventory you've had, you know, for some years perhaps that hasn't been selling that good, or you know, you bought a whole bunch of Goodyears or Michelin or Pirellis and you just want your money back. These companies are really good places to just move that sort of inventory, because once you drop those prices down, they automatically feed it to like the whole world, and trust me, you'll just sell all that inventory if you price it at a very affordable price. So anyways, guys, that is it. I mean, as you guys can see, it's a fairly simple process, but I thought it would be a cool idea to kind of walk you guys through the whole process of what happens when we actually drop ship a tire for a drop shipper in our warehouse. Again, if you're interested in learning more about this process, feel free to reach out to me or comment below. And yeah, again, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe. I'm posting every Wednesday for now, the tire industry, related to the tire industry. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys again next time. Peace.